if your door is frozen, you just push on this side, and then
Cool.
Another trick if it's frozen is you can use the app and open it.
They say you die when you don't dream. Yeah. Guess I'm alive cause I still believe. Look at the sky, turn what you see. I see stars that look like me. Take a guess how I live. Bet every time you.
So winter's here and we have gotta talk. I went through the last 7 days and did a breakdown of my charging as well as how many kilometers I drove, and we're gonna sit down, talk about it, and talk about some preconditioning tips as well. You can see this pretty car right now. It's all frozen over. So this was parked outside all night, -8 temperatures. And yeah, the door handles froze up, which people think is a huge issue on these, but all you have to do is just push in here and it'll crack the ice around it, and then you can pop it open. So it's really that simple. It's not a big deal at all. And yeah, preconditioning defrosts all the windows, which is a big help. I didn't have to do anything in that regard. And right now I'm running the all seasons on it right now, which you can see here. I have the Pirelli Scorpion Mud and Snows, but I'm swapping over to Nokians coming here on Thursday.
You don't even know the path where I've been. Talk about rolling coins and make ends. Took a lot of L's but never did quit. Took it on the chin and
into the car. So the best thing, or one of the things I really like about Teslas, is the ability to preheat from the app. As well, if I go into charging, I can click on schedule and do preconditioning. Now, because I'm not at home, I'm not gonna actually set anything here, but you can precondition the vehicle and have it all warmed up there for you in the morning. That's what I do every single day in the winter. And lately I've been trying to keep it plugged in so that my preconditioning period, say if I let it go for 30 minutes, that I'm not draining too much battery. But either way, I would say it's draining about 2 to 3% of the battery to precondition it for a 15-minute, 20-minute period, because it's heating up the battery, it's heating up the interior, defrosting everything, heating up your seat, heating up your steering wheel. As well, it heats up the windshield area to defrost it, clear it of any ice. So you can just come in, use the wiper, wipe it, and you're good to go. But let's head back to my office and we will talk numbers. How much has it cost me to charge over the last 7 days? How many kilometers have I done? Is it worth it? Is it a hassle? We'll see. We'll talk about that coming up here very shortly. You think I could spin the tires and drift a bit sideways? A little bit. I need it to be a bit more icy. I could probably do it on this corner, but there's a truck. Yeah, grip's solid. There's a lot of rattles going on around my vehicle right now because of a kid's car seat. It makes way too much rattles. It drives me crazy, but gotta keep the kids safe. This is such a blind corner. I'm gonna put you guys down and drive. So first things first, the Tesla Model Y that I have is the 2023 version. It's a rear wheel drive LFP battery, so you can charge to 100%. The battery size on it is 60 kilowatt hours with an estimated range, EPA rated range, of 393 kilometers. So I started the week off at 30,558 kilometers, and then over the course of the week I drove 31,159 kilometers for a total of 601 kilometers. Now the battery's right now sitting at about 94%. So there's maybe, we'll just add another 200 kilometers there. So we'll call that 801 kilometers. I used 188.5 kilowatt hours of battery, which is just about 3 full cycles from 100% all the way down to 0. Now, of course, I didn't let it go all the way to 0 before charging. So the amount of charging that I did was I charged November 24th, 16 kilowatt hours for $1.33. November 25th, 38 kilowatt hours for $3.15. This is charging at home at 8.3 cents per kilowatt hour. November 26th, 27 kilowatt hours at $2.24. November 27th, 20 kilowatt hours at $1.66. November 28th, 38 kilowatt hours at $3.15. And then November 28th again, I needed to stop and charge a supercharger. I didn't really need to, but I was having lunch and I wanted to top up just a tiny bit to give myself a little bit more range when I got home for picking up the kids and some other small errands that I had to do. So I topped up there just a tiny little bit at 7.5 kilowatt hours for $3.66, which is crazy when you compare to cost at home. But of course, they got to do maintenance on those chargers. They got to install the chargers and all of that. You're paying 43 cents per kilowatt hour at the Grimsby charger that I used, but I got A&W as well, so that was nice. Then on November 29th, I charged for 13 kilowatt hours at $1.08, and December 1st, 29 kilowatt hours at $2.41. Leaving me with 93% battery currently, which again, like I said earlier, we're just going to call it 200 kilometers that we're throwing on there. But so basically my range with leaving it heating up and charging and just letting the car sit in the cold and preheating it even sometimes when I didn't need to, it just was set to cycle to preheat and then I didn't take it out, so a wasted battery there. But 267 kilometers, 0 to 100 between the 3 cycles. And that again, it could be skewed because I'm just calling 200 kilometers on this next 93% battery that I have, which likely will actually be more like 250, 260, 270, somewhere around there. But it's around 300 kilometers that I'm getting right now in the cold weather. You can see a bit of snow behind me. There's not a huge amount right now. So did the Tesla do better than you thought? Worse than you thought? Of course, there's range loss, and for me, it doesn't matter because I'm charging at home. It doesn't impact my day-to-day life, but it could yours depending on what you use the vehicle for, what you're doing, how much you're driving. The good thing is, the new vehicles right now, the Model Y rear-wheel drive long range can do over 500 kilometers at 100%. So you're getting a much, much larger range, longer range, and it's gonna last you longer, be able to do longer trips, longer drives between charges. Now, of course, it is still rear wheel drive, but if efficiency is what you're going for, that is the best option to go for. And in my opinion, rear wheel drive in the winter has been fantastic. There's tons of videos coming to the channel and in the past as well that you can check out here on the channel. The next video, tomorrow's video, is going to be all about Cybertrucks, so subscribe if you're interested. And I did want to mention, come January, I'm going to be going to the Detroit Auto Show as part of the media, so there's going to be lots of stuff going on there, lots of content from that event coming to the channel on different EVs that are not necessarily all about Tesla. I'm going to be expanding and getting into more different kinds of electric vehicles, comparing them to Tesla, seeing how they do. I've done some of that in the past, but I want to get into a bit more of that for 2025. So if you're interested in that, leave a comment down below. Let me know what other EVs you are interested in, and I'll try and make some content on that. Thank you so much for watching. Check out these videos and subscribe.